This is Sling Studio, the first affordable live streaming multi-camera platform, an all-in-one wireless solution that's portable and easy to use. 100% battery operated, Sling Studio requires no extra cables, external power, router, or network. The Sling Studio Camera Link wirelessly connects to virtually any camera on set at distances up to 300 feet. Setup is no sweat, taking minutes, not hours. From simply using a smartphone to taking advantage of up to 10 wireless sources, Sling Studio has a vast array of connecting options designed to best fit your production needs. Whichever way you choose to connect, all sources are instantaneously available on the Sling Studio console app. Intuitively designed for the most dynamic live directing program with features like custom graphic and video imports, live switching transitions, picture-in-picture, and more. Live streaming capabilities let you share directly to Facebook, YouTube, or any RTMP destination. Every recording is stored on a single SD card. All files automatically sync and timecode with Sling Studio's Adobe Premiere Pro extension and Apple Final Cut Pro converter. Sling Studio, the easiest and best solution for live switching, live streaming, and multi-camera production on the market today. This is Sling Studio.
Welcome to Sling Studio. This video provides an overview of setting up your Sling Studio unit and console app. Your Sling Studio packaging includes a Sling Studio unit, the Quick Start Guide, a power supply, and a mini HDMI to standard HDMI cable. You'll also need a compatible iPad and video recording devices. Be sure to check myslingstudio.com compatibility for updates to our compatible devices. For the iPad, download the free console app from the Apple App Store. To record video with a compatible iPhone, iPod Touch, or Android phone, download the free Capture app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Remember, Video Capture and Capture app are not supported on iPad. You can turn on Sling Studio by using the provided power supply, or use the optional battery for complete portability with no need for power. Sling Studio's blue LED blinks while it's starting up and turns solid when it's ready. To connect your iPad to your Sling Studio, go to iOS Settings. Scroll up on the left and find Wi-Fi. Select the Sling Studio hotspot. Close Settings and then reselect the console app. Each time you update the console app, it will upload new firmware to the Sling Studio. You'll be prompted to customize the Wi-Fi SSID and add a password, or you can keep the defaults. Restart Sling Studio and reconnect to the Wi-Fi using your changes. After a video, you'll be prompted to register your Sling Studio. Follow the on-screen instruction. You'll be brought to a tutorial page. Your Sling Studio is now ready to create a new project. Welcome to Sling Studio. In this video tutorial, you will learn how to set up a new project. The Sling Studio can store your project on a USB 3.0 external hard drive by using the USB-C extender, or you can use an SD card. The welcome screen allows you to create a new project or open recent projects you've already created. Name your project and then select your resolution and frame rate. Pick the one that best suits your production. There are 5 presets to choose from. You can choose your bitrate by using a slider. A higher bitrate will improve the quality of your production, but will use up more memory. You can toggle each recording option on or off, giving you flexibility for post-production. Any storage device you've attached will show up here. You can see the estimated recording time remaining on the disk, based on your recording options and bitrate. If you are recording to an SD card, consider doing the speed test to see if yours is compatible. Live broadcasting has its own tutorial video. Check that out when you get a chance. Setting up your storage will save you time when you're ready to start recording. Sling Studio supports 10 total sources with 4 active at any time. Hit the plus icon next to the Video Sources tab to see all connected sources. Tapping one of these will add it as an active source. Each preview window has a menu that lets you rename or remove that source. Moving a device clears that spot for an inactive source. You can re-add it later from the Additional Sources section. Sling Studio also has one HDMI out, which can send the program video, an HDMI pass-through, or a quad view which shows all active sources. In this video, you will learn how to live stream your broadcasts. Start by connecting your Sling Studio to the internet using either Wi-Fi or an Ethernet cable attached to the USB-C extender. You can use the dashboard to check your upload speed. A good upload speed is 5 megabits per second. To begin setup of live streaming, go to the project settings and turn on live broadcasting. Select a destination to get started. You can choose between YouTube, Facebook, and custom RTMP options. Let's start with YouTube. Here you'll be asked to log on to your YouTube account. Be sure to set your permissions to make sure everything runs smoothly. The Stream Now option allows you to start immediately. Live events will schedule an event for a later specified time. You can add a title and description of your broadcast, as well as set the privacy to public, unlisted, or private. Once you have made your selections, click Set Destination. Now save the project and go back to your production interface. When you are ready to begin streaming, hit the Go Live button just below Record. You can copy the URL to share or just start streaming. The status of your stream will be indicated in the bottom of your program monitor, showing both your runtime and your number of viewers. Under the Live Events section, you can create a new event or open one you've already created. This allows you to create an event that will start at a specific time and date. You will have the same title, description, and privacy options that you do in the live stream. You can also choose between several video resolutions. To end the broadcast, hit the Go Live button again. You'll be asked to confirm and will have a chance to copy the URL. As with YouTube, Facebook requires you to log in and set the necessary permissions. You can broadcast to pages, groups, or events that you are a member of. You can schedule a future event or publish now. Add a title, description, and select your privacy option. Broadcasting to Facebook requires a 720p 30 stream, so make sure your project is set up for this. A custom RTMP is available for other streaming services. You can add a title here. You will need a server URL and stream key to set up your custom broadcast. For the user agent, select between Flash Media Live Encoder and Sling Studio. For more tutorials, check out the rest of our videos here at myslingstudio.com. This video will provide an overview of connecting cameras and other devices, including using Sling Studio Camera Link. To use a camera or camcorder wirelessly, you will need to use the Sling Studio Camera Link. Remember, if you have multiple camera links, each one must be powered and paired one at a time. Charge your camera link by connecting the included USB cable from the device to any USB wall charger or battery pack of 10 watts or more. The camera link is fully charged when all 4 battery LEDs are green. The camera link can be attached to a camera using the included shoe mount. Connect the camera link to your camera's HDMI output using the included HDMI-D to HDMI-C cable. If your camera does not have an HDMI-C port, you can purchase the cable you need at myslingstudio.com. To power on the camera link, press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. For initial setup, the camera link will automatically power in WPS mode, indicated by a blinking red light. To pair the camera link to Sling Studio, ensure that the camera link, Sling Studio, and iPad are in close proximity. Open the console app on your iPad, go to Settings, and turn on WPS mode to connect the camera link automatically. The power LED will turn white once camera link is paired to Sling Studio. These two devices will automatically connect on subsequent power-ups. For an alternative connection option, a camera can be connected via HDMI directly to Sling Studio's standard HDMI port. A computer with an HDMI output can also use the port on the Sling Studio. For more tutorials, check out the rest of our videos here at myslingstudio.com. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to use the audio mixer. Open the audio mixer tab to access your audio channels. Sling Studio can support up to 5 incoming audio channels. 4 of these channels will be embedded audio that come through the active video sources. The 5th source is dedicated to a line-in that connects with a 3.5mm jack on the Sling Studio. You can use this connector to input any upstream audio source, including an audio board. Sling Studio will automatically account for the delay between the video and your audio board and synchronize them. In the audio window, you'll find all your source sliders. At the far right is the master slider. As a default, the channels will be set to AFV, or Audio Follows Video. This means that your program audio will be attached to whichever video source is in the program. If you want to include a single feed continuously for your program audio, set your desired channels to On. You can also mute any embedded audio sources you don't want to use by tapping the mute icon. Toggle the headphone icon next to each slider to turn monitoring for that channel on or off. You can monitor sound through your iPad speaker or by using standard headphones. To monitor the program audio, press the headphone icon on the master slider. This will disable all other headphone icons. You can adjust volume level for each channel by dragging its slider up or down. Gray sliders are not sending audio to the master. There is a VU meter next to each slider to indicate the volume of that source. Adjust the master slider to bring the program mix up or down. This video will cover the best practices for connecting audio. The Sling Studio can pull audio from any of the wirelessly connected devices, or from the 8-inch jack on the Studio itself. Be sure to turn off any sources not being used. The 1/8-inch line-in jack on the Sling Studio is useful for connecting to audio mixers, computers, and other line-level sources. When covering events where someone else does the audio, it can be useful to have the most common adapters: 1/8-inch, 1/4-inch, XLR, and RCA. If you need more audio inputs, you can use a mixer to pre-mix your audio before it gets to the Sling Studio. Your cameras will always be the easiest way to get audio. Onboard camera mics won't be ideal for interviews, but are perfect for environmental sound. Keep the level on those down so your talent can be heard. Some cameras have audio inputs. If a camera is in the right position, you can attach the microphone directly to the camera. Ideally, monitoring the audio should be done with a good pair of closed-back headphones with a wide frequency range. Perform a proper sound check by listening to the bass noise level without your talent, and then check your talent audio.
Test, test. 1, 2, 3.
Make sure there is no static, pops, or distortion. If there is distortion in the audio, try checking each device along the route the audio follows. One of them is likely too high or low, and the other devices are trying to compensate and causing the distortion. During your production, continue to monitor and adjust the audio using the sliders on your Sling Studio interface.